Zero Tails, the chakra-draining leech monster. I'm Naruto Shippuden. Bonds, we meet the Zero Tails, a monster that looks like a giant leech with a creepy mask on its face. This terrifying creature is sealed inside a young girl named Amaru, who comes from a small, nearly forgotten country. At first glance, you might think it's not one of the famous tailed beasts, so maybe it's harmless. Wrong. Zero Tails is seriously dangerous. Even Naruto and Sasuke, two of the strongest ninjas alive, were troubled when facing the Zero Tails. This monster has long, whip-like tentacles that can stretch out and grab enemies. Once they wrap around a target, they drain chakra, the energy ninjas need, at an unbelievable speed. Within seconds, victims are too weak to fight back, leaving them helpless in a battle for survival. What makes Zero Tails even worse is that it's nearly impossible to kill. If you somehow manage the nearly impossible task of cutting off its head, it simply regenerates another. That kind of resilience makes it terrifying, because no matter how many times you attack, the creature just keeps coming back stronger, leaving fighters with no obvious way to finish the fight once and for all. When the Zero Tails absorbs huge amounts of dark chakra, it undergoes a chilling transformation. It becomes a towering, monstrous version of itself, stronger, deadlier, and more relentless. In this terrifying state, it's like battling a mountain. Even Naruto had to call upon deep reserves of Kurama's immense Nine-Tails chakra just to stay alive against this overwhelming opponent. During that battle, Naruto almost lost everything as the Zero Tails came dangerously close to draining all his chakra. Without some clever thinking and more than a little luck, both Naruto and Sasuke would have been crushed by its terrifying power. This encounter proved that the Zero Tails is not some side threat, but a truly nightmarish enemy that even legends fear. Imagine if this monster were unleashed in Konoha, Naruto's home village. Entire teams of elite shinobi might fall without standing a chance. The fact that such a beast hides inside someone as simple and ordinary as Amaru makes it far scarier. The Zero Tails isn't only a monster, it's a hidden chakra-sucking nightmare that no one wants to face. Satori, the mind-reading monster from a creepy box. Satori appears in Naruto, Blood Prison, and easily earns a spot among the freakiest creatures in the series. It is born from the box of ultimate bliss, a name that sounds pleasant but hides terrifying evil. This mysterious box can take over whoever opens it. Satori is what happens when the darkness inside fully awakens and takes control. Facing Satori is a nightmare because it can read minds. If a ninja tries to plan an attack, Satori already knows what's coming. Tricks don't work on it. It's always one step ahead of everyone. Along with those psychic abilities, Satori fires razor-sharp quills that slice through stone, armor, and even chakra shields, making it dangerous at any distance. The box's influence makes Satori nearly invulnerable. It's like fighting a living tank that predicts each move. In the movie, Satori faces Naruto, Kakashi, Guy, and a team of strong shinobi all at once, yet holds its own, showing just how hard it is to defeat. At one point, it even manages to impale Naruto with a quill, nearly spelling disaster for everyone. Naruto is only saved because an ally sacrifices themselves, buying him the critical moment he needs. Even with the combined might of many heroes, Satori isn't destroyed, but merely sealed again within the box. That means its threat is only contained, not ended, waiting for someone else to make the mistake of opening the box in the future. If the box of ultimate bliss ever falls into the wrong hands, the ninja world could face catastrophe again. Satori's strength and cunning make it a nightmare adversary and a reminder that intelligence, not just power, can tip a battle dangerously out of balance for even the bravest shinobi. Morio, the demon from another dimension from Naruto Shippuden. The Lost Tower is a demon from beyond the known world, instantly making it a source of terror. Long ago, a high priestess from the land of demons also Morio, splitting its soul and body and hiding them in separate locations to prevent its return. But seals rarely last forever in the Naruto universe. A villain named Yomi sets out to reunite Morio's soul with its body, sacrificing himself so the demon can return in full power. Once whole, Morio commands an army of stone warriors. Each is so formidable that even seasoned ninjas struggle against them. Morio also attacks with shadowy tentacles that move with blinding speed, making defense nearly hopeless. But Morio's abilities don't stop there. It wields a genjutsu so powerful it traps its victims in total darkness, cutting off sight, movement, and any hope of resistance. The original priestess who sealed Morio claimed it could kill Naruto in seconds, a warning that proved true when Morio almost defeated him before he could react. Ultimately, it took the priestess sacrificing her life to reseal Morio, saving everyone from destruction. Her heroism underlines that sometimes brains, sacrifice, and special techniques are the only ways to defeat enemies as overwhelmingly powerful as Morio. Sheer force alone simply isn't enough. Chimera, the mad ninja experiment of the Chimera introduced in Naruto, exists because a rogue ninja named Haruko used forbidden jutsu to combine the abilities of his followers into one monster. The result is a grotesque beast, a symbol of what happens when science and ninja arts blend for evil. Its massive body and supernatural powers make it a terror in battle. Armed with multiple Keika Genkai, the Chimera can launch a stream of fire hot enough to burn anything to ashes or switch to other elemental attacks effortlessly. Earth, water, lightning, each power can catch opponents off guard. That versatility makes it a nightmare, since defenders never know which attack will come next, making defense all the more difficult. When unleashed, the Chimera sends skilled Konoha ninjas running for their lives. Regular attacks bounced harmlessly off its hide. Nothing seemed to work. The only advantage came when Haruko started running out of chakra. As his energy faded, so did the Chimera's strength, offering Naruto and his team the chance to finally bring defeat to this man-made horror. If Haruko had found a way to sustain or multiply this monster, Konoha could have faced disaster. The Chimera reminds everyone how dangerous supercharged jutsu can be in the wrong hands. A monster not born from nature, but built by ambition and recklessness. New, the lightning beast from another dimension. New makes its mark in Boruto, Naruto Next Generations as a beast summoned and controlled by Sumair, a young ninja. Visually, New looks like a terrifying mixture of a tiger, snake, and mystical beast topped with an eerie core on its body. It lives in a unique pocket dimension, allowing it to vanish from the real world and reappear at will, making it difficult to track or attack. Like the Zero Tails, New can drain chakra from its targets, literally absorbing their life force and leaving them defenseless. Because it's tied to Sumair, she can unleash New without harm to herself, a crucial advantage. New boasts enormous chakra reserves said to rival types like Kuruma, the Nine Tails. Its ability to slip between dimensions adds another layer of danger for anyone trying to confront it. When New attacks Konoha, it wreaks havoc on the village's defenders. Naruto, even as Hokage, hesitates to unleash his full force, fearing that New might siphon his energy away. Fortunately, Sumair changes sides, ending the immediate threat. If she had remained an enemy, New's power, speed, and unpredictable movements might have been more than even Konoha's strongest shinobi could handle. Jido Statue, the empty shell of destruction of the Jido statue shown in Naruto Shippuden, is the empty husk of the 10 tails, the primal beast from which all other tailed beasts came. Far from harmless, it acts as a colossal weapon when wielded by Akatsuki, who use it to steal the chakra of all tailed beasts, draining them rapidly like a monstrous battery. Its draining ability is one of the fastest and most formidable in the entire series. This statue can also summon spectral dragon heads that rip the souls from people or beasts in an instant. Under the control of powerful villains like Nagato or Obito, the mere presence of the Jido statue can shift the tide of battle. Even Jinchuriki, such as Naruto and Killer Bee, who carry tailed beasts, are threatened by its ruthless power. The Jido statue is central to Akatsuki's plot to revive the 10 tails and wreak havoc. If Naruto and his friends had failed to stop this dire plan, the Jido statue could have contributed to the world's total destruction. Although the statue is not a traditional monster, its soul-draining, energy-stealing powers make it one of the series' most haunting dangers. Gargantuan Crab, the giant sea monster. In a Naruto Shippuden filler arc, the villain Orochimaru summons a massive crab to guard Aisabu, the Three Tails. This colossal creature is so big, it dwarfs most surroundings and has armor harder than natural stone. It uses its gigantic claws to create tidal waves, smash through rocks, and even sink ships, posing a unique threat that few ninja are prepared to handle. Fighting the crab is a nightmare for Naruto and his team, especially in an aquatic setting where ninja skills are limited. Standard attacks bounce off its shell, and the sheer force of its limbs can devastate an entire squad. The only way they succeed is by combining efforts, finding vulnerable spots, and using teamwork. Without Naruto, the team might not have survived its rampage. The explosion-powered beast, a shrine emerges in Naruto, Legend of the Stone of Jalal, as a monster animated by the ancient stone of Jalal's unstable power. It is monstrous, with jagged, dangerous features and an aura that signals destruction. Shine unleashes massive explosions, enough to wipe out regions with a single blast, and its ability to change form makes it a relentless opponent, impossible to predict or corner. Naruto, Gaara, and their allies face enormous difficulty containing Shine. At its peak, the beast has enough force to threaten entire nations. The only way to defeat it is to break its link to the Jello Stone, which requires another ninja, Temujin, to make the ultimate sacrifice. Without that intervention, Shine might have altered the fate of the whole ninja world.